Today we have 3 tips for midfielders so that they can score more goals, getting you in better positions to be more effective in the attacking third of the pitch. One of the main reasons for midfielders not scoring goals is if they play in front of the opposition's midfield too often. Doing so makes their play predictable, and it also allows the midfield to feel comfortable when they have the ball. The midfield four here are really nice and tight and controlled, and they're going to make the play predictable. So if that midfield player always passes the ball sideways, either out wide sideways or to their other central midfield partner sideways, they're going to make that play predictable, and they're always going to be in front of that midfield four or potentially even five. So what we want to make sure that we do is that we avoid this situation by looking at our movement off the ball. For any midfielder looking to score more goals, then you have to make sure that your movement off the ball is good. Players like Bruno Fernandes and Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne are absolutely fantastic in their movement off the ball. Now, when we're watching the game, we don't always see it, but these players get in better positions due to their movement and game intelligence. So if you're a midfielder who wants to score more goals, then have a watch of these tips, helping you get into better positions so that you can get in more goal scoring opportunities. And while you're here, please feel free to like and subscribe to see more training and development content. The first key area for the midfielder is to make sure that they're able to break between the lines. So what you want to do is try and move behind the line of the midfield four here. Doing this is going to create further opportunities for you going forwards, but also it's going to put you in a better position to go and attack the goal to maybe create opportunities or score. So if we look here, our midfielders pass the ball across to our other midfielder. And typically what will happen is that other midfield will drop or push forwards, and then there's a little bit of space in behind. Breaking between the lines is doing just this now. So as the ball gets passed forwards into our striker, our midfielder is going to look at breaking past the midfield four and getting into that little pocket of space. So they're behind the line of the midfield, but in front of the line of the defence. As that ball gets set back into our midfielder, we are now in a great place. We've got options. We could play out to the right side or to the left, slipping in those strikers. Or alternatively, drive towards goal and try and get a shot off on target. But the great thing about breaking between the lines is getting you in a more advanced position, getting you in places where you can score more goals. One of the best goal-scoring midfielders at the moment is Manchester United's Bruno Fernandes. This season he scored 23 goals. Although 10 of them have been penalties, you can see here from this graphic that his goals have been in and around the area predominantly. He gets in these positions where he's further forwards, allowing him to score and get more opportunities. So one of the reasons for this is his ability to run in behind the defence. If we have a midfield player who can run in behind the defence, there's going to be a lot more opportunity. Defenders don't like people running past them, and the space in behind them is a really dangerous area. So as a central midfielder, if your team is advanced enough up the pitch and there's space in behind the defence, we've got to think of almost a third man run, being that third player to break forwards. So as the strikers set the ball here to your midfield partner, making that run ahead of your midfield partner, looking for that ball through into the space behind the defence, is a really good way of getting more goals as a midfielder. It creates more space for the team while also giving you a great opportunity to get through on goal and potentially have a one-on-one opportunity with the opposition's goalkeeper. Our third bit of advice to midfielders looking to score is to get in the box more when it's defensively safe to do so. During the week of the 25th of January in the Premier League, 54% of the goals were scored from inside the box with the first touch, which is actually quite a large amount of goals, when we would really think that more goals are scored from outside the box with a number of touches. So what we've got to do is get in the danger area, get in that box. If we can do that more, we'll score more goals. And as a midfielder, it's important you do that a lot. We can shoot from distance and potentially get a couple of goals a season, maybe a few more, depending on your technical ability. However, if you want to be a goal-scoring midfielder, it's important that we make runs and break into the box as soon as we can and as often as we can. As the ball goes out wide, it is important now that we have a little look up and we try and add an extra number into the box. So when that winger looks to cross it, the midfielder is taking a nice late run into the box, potentially timing their run to come and meet the ball as it is crossed into the penalty area. This is where players like Bruno Fernandes or Kevin De Bruyne or many other midfielders are great. They time their run and get on the end of those crosses.